standing on Lenox Avenue. My man Big Jimmy Riley from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, in the documentary, I plug my man in, but we're going to do it the right way. This is Dave Thornton, the True Black Man, the True Black Man Productions. Jimmy Riley, the best six man in the OVC, is that right?
That's right.
That's right. But hold up, you started somewhere just like everybody else. As a kid, how old were you the first time you played under the whistle?
First time it had to be in junior high school. Matter of fact, Creston High School.
Okay.
Bronx, New York. Creston Avenue, 181st Street. Matter of fact, the first time I played under the whistle, I grabbed the rebound, and I was so not in tune with the game, I took the ball and ran all the way down without dribbling to the other side of the court. And the ref wouldn't even blow the whistle. They just laughed at me.
Before I go on, I don't mean to interject. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Finish that thought. I didn't mean to interject.
Well, brother, you actually did, but it's okay because I love you.
Okay.
But since then, man, the game of basketball, I fell in love with it. You could get a chance to express yourself, compete against other people, show that you had standing in the neighborhoods. All that stuff was important to me as a kid. Coming out of the Bronx, and actually born in Harlem, coming out, being raised in the Bronx, absolutely wonderful, man. And the game of basketball has taken me, man, across the globe.
It's a beautiful thing, man. People don't understand the ramifications that basketball plays in our lives. Before we go on, what I want to ask you that I ask everybody, Jimmy Riley, what was the first pair of sneakers you played in as a kid?
They were Beta Bullets. That's right, don't want to remember those.
Jimmy, don't make me interject.
Now, anybody who watches this and they know what Beta Bullets is, I just want you to clap one time, baby. And they were the cheapest sneakers, but they were kind of cool. And that's all mom and dad could afford. We all four of the boys had Beta Bullets. But I'll tell you what, you play on the concrete with them, it didn't last long.
I'm not gonna piggyback off that thought, but there's two people that I interviewed where we got our sneakers from the same place, and I guarantee you I know a lot about Beta Bullets, baby. Jimmy Riley, man, where'd you go to high school, man?
I went to high school at Theodore Roosevelt High School.
Okay.
Fordham Road.
Okay.
In the Bronx.
Okay.
But I was a knucklehead. Played ball with some of the best players. Actually, Dennis Boyd was on my team.
Blah.
All City.
That's right.
Played against Bush Lee at Clinton.
That's right.
Bear and Clinton.
Bear.
And some other really Al Green. And some other really good players. But during the off season that year, I was running around Roosevelt like a knucklehead and wound up getting kicked out and transferred to John F. Kennedy High School, where I also played. But the same knuckleheadness kicked in again, and I didn't finish my high school career playing basketball. But I did play on the streets, and that afforded me the opportunity to get a college scholarship.
Well, I do know for a fact, I know your bio somewhat because we were roommates in Middle Tennessee and we shared some things over the years. I know for a fact that when you were at the JFK, even though you played for a minute and then there was an incident or you didn't play at all.
I played for a minute, but there was a snowstorm.
Okay.
During the preseason, and the coach, Paul Brevin, he expected everybody to champion through that snowstorm and get to the game.
Okay.
Half of the team did not. So therefore they forfeited the game. So that Monday, he told everybody who missed the game you would not play the next game, which was the opening game of the season. I was probably the only person that didn't take it well. Because I knew that was going to be a career year for me, all city year, and he was going to take that away from me with that one game. That's what I believed then. So I did some things I should have did and said some things I shouldn't have said, and I didn't play that year or the next.
Well, we all know you had the talent, and you know you had it as well. At that time, who were some of the mentors or people that tried to steer you in the right direction when you was going through all of this?
Well, Pat Patterson, Bob Jackson. These are lesser known names, but Pat Robinson, he was one of the guys, man, that allowed me to play ball the way I could play ball because I was 6'5". He didn't tell me I needed to get on the block and play with him back to the basket. He allowed me to play facing the basket, which was my greatest talent. And those are some of the guys two of the guys that I credit a lot with.
Well, that's a great segue, Jimmy Riley, because I'm not going to... Listen, I tell everybody I can't tell your story, so I let everybody tell their own story. You made some great accomplishments after that because you went to Jamestown, and after that, the rest was history. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I was on Jamestown Community College, Jamestown, New York. Actually, I was playing in a tournament up in the Bronx. It was my 12th grade year. I had no clue where I was going to go. I had no clue what I was going to do after I graduated. there were no scholarships, no scholarship offers because I didn't play high school basketball. But some guys were in the crowd, and I had a really good tournament, won the MVP.
Okay.
And they came up to me and said, "Look, what are you doing after college, after high school?" I said, "I don't know." They said, "Well, we got this community college, national ranked up in Jamestown. I want you to come on and check it out." So I went up, checked it out, got a scholarship, and made honorable mention All-America. Went to Hutchinson, Kansas for the JUCO tournament. Played
big
well
one.
out there. Actually, after my first year, I got an offer to University of Alabama, but I turned it down
Okay.
because I wanted to continue at Jamestown. And after Jamestown, I went to Middle Tennessee State University. Coach Jimmy Earl, one of my favorite people of all time.
Jimmy Earl signed me as well, but I'm not going to go into that. But I know for a fact that he gave both of us
Yes.
the same offer, not just for the 2 years of our eligibility. He gave us an offer where we could come back that 5th year after our eligibility, and they would pay for us to get our education, get our degree.
And not just that 5th year. He said how long it takes to get that degree, he will pay for it.
That's a
and he was a
blessing.
man of his word.
That's a
It
blessing.
took me an extra year and a half.
That's a blessing.
He paid for all 3 semesters. Room and board, meals, everything, other than transportation back and forth from New York to Middle Tennessee.
It's a good deal. You
And I
can't
love
beat.
that. Until this day, I hold that man in high regard.
And I know for a fact you still stay in touch with him too.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. Before we end it on this note, Jimmy, just to end it on this note, life after basketball, you down there in Winston-Salem, North Carolina,
Winston-Salem,
living your
North
best
Carolina.
dream, baby.
Yes. I love you, Winston-Salem. I love you, baby.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, he came all the way up here from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I had plugged him into the documentary, but I had to get it live. This is the True Black Man of True Black Man Productions. Thank you, Jimmy Riley.